up, guys? We're back at it again today. Today we're going to go ahead and start working on our upper link mounts on the frame side, and we'll get a design going for the bottom links. I haven't quite decided which way I want to go. I'm running out a 1/4 inch plate, 3/16 plate, or fuck, 3/8, 2/8, 1/4, yeah, 3/8 and 1/4 inch plate. I do have a little bit of steel out in the scrap bins that I'm going to grab and start cutting out of. Especially some 2 inch by 8 inch that I think is going to work out really well for our lower links, but we'll have to see where that takes us. So I've already been working for a little while. I've been out here just trying to get some things done while it was cold. It's supposed to get up to like 65, almost 70 today, which is going to be great. We're going to go to a car show at 1. And I'll go ahead and take you guys along. I think my wife is going to come with me. We're going to go check out the first car show of the season. But right now, the first thing that we've got going on, went ahead and made 4 identical plates and tacked them all together. And I'm going to go ahead and take the grinder to them, and then I'm going to poke a hole in them. And these are going to be our upper front frame side control arm mounts, and we'll go ahead and box these and put them in. We're going to put them in right here. So they're going to be plated, and they're going to bolt to this cross member here. And I'm going to do a tab off the side of it to bolt it to the lower part of the frame rail on both sides. So that's what I've got right now. I'll go ahead and put you on time lapse and get her going. Okay, so now, that's hot, dumbass. Now we have 4 pieces, properly ground, all the same. And now we're going to put this piece up against the frame where it's supposed to be. And we're going to position our upper bar, our upper link, where we need it. And we're going to go ahead and go through it with a pencil, get the mark where we need the hole, and then we'll stack all 4 of them up, center punch the top one, drill through all 4 of them, and we'll get there. I've got them tacked up. Alright, so I came back after lunch, did a little bit of cleaning up, and I went ahead and put the bolt on this side and welded it all the way around. I did grind it out, or beveled it out, and did 3 passes down here on each side. That one came out a lot cleaner. And then 2 passes up top, and then 2 passes there, and that, again, that one came out cleaner. Not entirely sure why. Probably because I'm just getting used to my welder again or some shit, I don't know. These links still aren't welded either, they're just tacked because I want to get these rubber bushings out of them before I go and weld them up. So that's where we're at on there. And now I'm positioning my lower ones. I had to cut the center of that cross member out to fit my drive shaft. And I may even have to open it up more, but I'm not entirely sure. But this is a pretty thick, 1/4 inch thick cross member. It's a beefy bitch, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on laying out my lower links. Well, here we are. We've got the front link mount brackets done. We've got the rear bar, the track bar, whatever you call it. That is done, or not, it's not completely done. I still got to add another little piece to it, but it's together. There's no more jack underneath the pinion. The jack stands are holding it up because I don't want the tires on it right now. I want to keep the chassis as level as I possibly can. So that way when we move up to the front of the truck, we can remove the front tires, set it on jack stands at the same height as the rear did, do everything pretty close to the same way as I did the rear. I still need to put my sway bar in. That is right here, my rear sway bar. I think the way I'm going to do the sway bar is I'm going to go ahead and mount it to the bottom of the frame and just make some longer links that go down to the axle in the factory locations. As of right now, I'm happy with the way that the rear suspension is turning out. I'm waiting on new bushings before I go ahead and weld the links completely. And I might actually take them to a buddy of mine who has a TIG welder. Something like that takes precision, and I Not that I couldn't do it myself, but I would really like to have those TIG welded, and I want them to get real hot, real strong. I do not want any opportunities for these links to fail on me. Other than that, I still need to weld a few things. I need to poke a couple holes in the bottom of the C-channel for the front part here. The front part of our lower front link, frame side link bracket. And then on the other side, on the passenger side, I still need to cut and put this piece in. But either way, it is going to be strong enough for what I'm doing with it, and I have been debating. As you see, I've got some circles in there. Thought about cutting some pieces out of it to make it a little bit lighter weight, but at this point, I'd rather just leave the weight. I'm going to end up coming off of this piece here with a piece of that 1.5" tubing. We're going to come out and over and then up to the bed. That's going to be the new braces for the steps in the front part of the fender. I think that'll hold it a lot better. I think that will make it a lot more off-road looking to have those bars in there, what do they call it, rock sliders, and it'll just brace that step a bit more. That step is kind of loose. I still need to put my braces in here. I haven't decided if I'm cutting this thing off or not, but as of right now, that's where we're at. So I'm going to go ahead and take the camera off the stand. I'll walk around and show you a little bit what I've done. My stand fell and hit me in the stomach. Alright, so here we are. This is our driver's side bracket. I still, like I said, I need to finish out welding this and bolt this up to here.